ComixWatch. ComixWatch. ComixWatch.
Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of ComixWatch. I am clone number 1, Nick Gibson, and joining me as always is Gwen Stacy herself, Jared from Comics League.
Wait, so can I retcon that you're actually the clone of me, and then later on, like let's say down the line, you can inexplicably say, "No, I'm the original, but you're the clone."
That would be quite the saga.
Yes, it would be. How you doing, Nick?
All right, so we're not actually talking about clones here. We're talking about everyone's favorite Spider-Man, the one and only Spider-Man, Miles Morales. Oh, wait, no, that's Peter Parker.
Oh, you went there. Oh, boy. We're starting violent today.
I'm sorry. I woke up on the wrong side of the bed today. But, so yeah. We're here to kind of talk about Miles Morales and basically his position in the greater Marvel universe. And I feel like how we could fix it. Because Miles is not going away. Miles is here to stay.
He's a good character.
But he's a good character when done well. But that is honestly very rare. And I feel like Marvel misuses him a lot. And the way that I feel like the way he would be best is basically have Miles be the Robin to Spider-Man's Batman.
Okay, that could work.
And so I just kind of wanted to kind of expand upon the idea. So Jared, you're familiar with like the Robin-Batman dynamic. Like Robin's a hero in his own right. But he's sidekick, partner.
Here's the difference, though. None of the Robins, well, Grayson notwithstanding, have been Batman alongside Batman.
Tim has been Batman for short periods.
At the exact same time as Bruce, though?
I don't think Dick Grayson ever was either.
Yes, he was. In Batman Incorporated, he was. Essentially, what Bruce said is that you guys, you and Damian are doing great for just Gotham. I'll be the global Batman, and I'll go recruit for Batman Inc.
That was comic books.
Yeah, but my point is, here's the difference between like Miles and like a Robin, because a Robin is its own identity. Even like Grace became Nightwing. Miles still has the Spider-Man mantle.
Yeah, and no matter what people say, Spider-Man was never meant to be a mantle.
No.
Like, there can be spider people, but spider, it's like...
I think people got confused by, like, when Miles took over in the Ultimate Universe, but that only happened because Peter was dead.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, but as long as Peter is able to be Spider-Man, he will be. It's just like Batman quitting being Batman. It just doesn't make sense if he's physically able to.
It won't last because marketing-wise, if I were to go down the street and I ask someone who's... Well, I mean, Spider-Man is a little different because, like with the Spider-Verse movies, but I was going to say if I were to go down the street and say, who's Batman? They're not going to say Jace Fox. But the thing about it is that Marvel does not help this. Like Marvel themselves as a company does not help this situation in a lot of ways. Chief among them, whenever they market Miles, he's always Miles Morales, or in terms of like toys, Miles Morales. It's rarely ever just Spider-Man.
Like look at how they've handled Gwen Stacy as they've given her the moniker of Ghost Spider. Because remember, it was originally Spider-Gwen, but they called her Ghost Spider, and they've actually been pushing that name. I think in the Spider-Verse, she refers to herself as Spider-Woman, which even that is a better name.
That works.
It's fair enough. But like in the comics, he's Ghost Spider. Miles doesn't have his own unique Spider name.
Didn't they used to like didn't Marvel try and give him the identity of Kid Arachnid once in one of the Kitty cartoons?
Possibly, but like the thing is that has the same problem as Kid Flash. Eventually, you grow up.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem with putting kid in front of the name.
Because even Robin, like the name Robin itself, you could be a grown but adult and still be Robin, or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kingdom Come.
Exactly.
I think it was Red Robin by that point, but that's a whole separate issue.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Like I've heard some people say he should be Shadow Spider, which I actually don't mind. I think
that works actually, because here's the thing about Miles that's really cool. He has unique powers from Peter. Yeah, he has the web swinging and he can stick to walls, but he also can like shock people and he can cloak. So
wait,
play into that.
Hear me out. His name is Spider Shock.
No, I don't think that's good. It doesn't flow well. Spider Shock. No.
But anyway, yeah, like he has cool powers like the cloaking and electricity. He can do stuff that Peter can't, and that's cool. That's fine. But he really has. Also, it doesn't help that Marvel, Miles Morales Thor, Miles Morales Wolverine, Miles Morales Captain America,
oh God,
Miles Morales Black Widow.
Remember that comic where
only one of those is fake? Try and guess which one is fake if you don't know already.
Yeah, remember the very offensive Miles Morales' Thor comic? Oh God,
the one that was so offensive, even the activists were calling it out.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's bad when because you have an intriguing idea, but when you look at Asgard, it's the stereotypical hood.
No, it's not Asgard. It's Black Asgard.
Yeah, and like when he recalls Mjolnir, it has
Odin's thing.
Yeah, and it has graffiti on it, and I'm like, who thought this was a good idea?
Yeah, it's I don't want to go too far into this, but
no, but my point is like
I'm just gonna get a little bit spicy here and say a black person did not write that.
No, it didn't. But it didn't. By the way, I can confirm that. But
I can tell.
Now, here's the thing. Here's the advantage that Miles has. It's not like he's a not popular character. That's the difference. Because he was kind of because here's the thing. He started off when he was in his own universe. He cool. Everyone liked him. Then they rolled him into the main universe with Secret Wars. And then he kind of became like redundant and not really well written. Then you had the Spider-Verse movies. Let me put it this way: there wouldn't be a Miles Morales game.
It took until Spider-Verse to actually make him an interesting character. That's a problem.
Here's the thing: there wouldn't be a Miles Morales video game were it not for Spider-Verse.
Yeah, and I've said this on your stream and maybe on my stream a couple times, where everyone wants Peter Parker to get older, have kids, or whatever. And you have this perfect opportunity here, okay? Yeah. Let Peter be the older Peter Parker. He's 35, 40. He's got kids. He's got Mayday. Hey, Tevia. When I said that, I actually looked to the comments to see if he somehow hacked his way in.
It's like somehow a comment from Tevia comes in even though we're pre-recording this.
Yeah.
We love you, Tevia.
And then you have Miles for the younger stuff. You want, younger Miles for the high school, all that drama, because let's be honest, most of Miles' fans are younger.
Hell, here's the interesting part: the way Spider-Man 2 the game did it, which honestly is kind of clever, is that Miles handled the more the more friendly neighborhood storylines, helping people find their cars or something like that, while Peter was the more Venom is taking over the city storyline. That's another thing that they could actually do with the comics, but the problem is they have to create compelling villains for Miles, because short of Prowler, there's not much.
Which even Prowler itself is a recycled villain. To be fair, they've re-engineered him well, but the Prowler is really the only character that's tied to Michaels exclusively. For example, even Gwen, her version of the Lizard is Peter Parker, and that's her Uncle Ben. That's actually cool.
Yeah,
that's
death of Peter Parker.
That creates cool storylines.
Yeah, and they really explored that well in Spider-Verse 2, as a matter of fact.
Mm-hmm.
But see, what Nick and I are trying to say is there's potential. You can do well with this, and to Nick's point, I've always said as well on like shorts and streams that I've echoed what Nick said, that what you really need to do, have Peter be with MJ, have a kid, all good. Because you can make Miles the like Spider-Man for like the high school age kids, and Peter be the the one for adults.
I do have one villain that we can give to Miles, and I wouldn't have a problem. Can you guess who?
Kathleen Kennedy.
Well, no, she's the Doctor Doom of all creative universes. But no, it's the streamer ladies from the video game Screwball. Can we just like give him to Miles? Let her annoy Miles for a little bit, please.
No. It's got to be Peter. So Nick has to keep replaying that mission.
For those who don't know, those Screwball missions were the bane of my existence, and Jared certainly made it more so.
It's so much fun just to see Nick like pissed off. It's actually really funny.
Oh God, what am I gonna do? But like, what other villains do you think, like minor villains or just villains in general, that we could have be Miles villains, like kind of convert them a little bit?
I mean, let me see, because I would go with a villain that they don't really do much with. I mean, it's obviously not Doc Ock, not Green Goblin. Venom is not a villain anymore.
You know what's crazy is if Miles was a multi-universe character, like still in the Ultimate, Olivia was to be fair, she was played by Catherine Hahn. She makes everything great.
But still, you could do that.
It was Agatha. Oh, well, sorry.
That's what they screwed up, is moving him over. Because it works best. All these alternate universe versions work best if they're in the alternate universe. Because Peter's dead in that universe. Or when they brought him back, he retired with MJ.
Yeah, and I like the whole kind of like Officer Davis is the Commissioner Gordon, and like there's this awkward kind of thing where like he's working with them, but he's trying to hide his identity. It's like, it's good drama.
I look forward to working with you. That was such a good scene in the movie. By the way, can I say that those Spider-Verse movies are some of my favorite Spider-Man movies of all time, period. They're so much fun.
The moment where it's like, get Spider-Man. No, Miles Morales.
Yeah, I love that. That's great. But yeah, and actually they played off a really cool part in that movie, and two, where they made it out like his universe, where like he got the spider that came from another universe, like he wasn't meant to be Spider-Man, and that universe is like a hellhole because it doesn't have a Spider-Man.
Yeah, because Miles in that universe became the Prowler.
By the way, did you hear that, according to My Time to Shine, a live-action version of Gwen is going to appear in the third Spider-Man movie?
Take anything that dude says with a huge grain of salt.
Yeah, I know. Huge grain of salt.
Yeah, he has about as many misses as he has hits. Oh dear God. Sorry, I just saw what you posted in the group chat, and okay. It's not Miles related. It's like
CLD topic, but anyway,
yes, that might be a friendly topic, but you know,
yeah, but it's so. And the thing, and by the way, the other very fact that Miles's game was a big hit is another point in his favor.
I don't think it was like a huge hit. Also, it was a launch title for the PS5, so I think it was kind of boosted by like, oh, this is our big showcase for the PlayStation 5.
The point is, it sold well enough, so it's like all of the things that have been Miles focused have at least done well enough that shows that people like the character. And I'm
he's
always
not
like,
outright. He's not been outright rejected.
No, he's no America Chavez.
He's no modern Star Wars.
Exactly. Oh, you're telling me you don't like the fact that the first mate of the ship called the vessel is just a rock?
Called Geode.
called Geode, yeah. And that's a real thing, people. It's a real thing. In the High
See,
Republic.
if you watch that trailer, you think it's like a parody. Like they're just
It's like
making
Snowflake
fun.
and Safe Space, but Star Wars. But so now, let's do this. Let's create a good status quo for Miles. Say we can't move him to another universe. Say he has to stay in the 616.
Oh, okay, you're making it hard on me. Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's calm. Put it on your thinking cap. Well, first thing I say is put Mary Jane and Peter back together. So start going in that direction and get Zeb Wells off that book.
Yeah. Also, I would bring Ghost Spider into main continuity.
I think they
Because
just did that.
I'm sorry, but like I really like Gwen and Miles in Spider-Verse. I think they're really cute together.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, I just can't like. Gwen is a Miles Morales love interest for me now. I'm sorry. They've done such a good job with those two characters. I just can't. I can't go back to like aging her up 5 years and have her be a Peter Parker love interest. It just
Well, here's the thing, though. Why pair up with Miles when Green Goblin's right there? By the way, you know what's kind of funny? In Ultimate Spider-Man, that's
Prepare for the fight scene.
In Ultimate Spider-Man, Harry is the Green Goblin, and he's married to Gwen Stacy. Look at Nick! Look at Nick!
my PTSD is out of control right now.
Or tell me you don't like Norman's O-Face? That was one of the most fun moments, topped only by Nick's reaction to Wheel of Time episode 1.
Thank God we're not doing any more real time episodes.
Oh, there's still
One time I'm glad something failed. Oh my God.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to Miles Morales. You're talking about the status quo. I mean, I do, like I said, I do like him in high school. Villain wise,
yeah, that's the tough part.
Like I can maybe see like give him the Lizard. Like he can still be Dr. Curtis Connors. You know.
Well, you could do for motivations. You could make it where Curtis Connors is like a scientist and all that stuff, and he finds out that like Miles used to be in another world and another multiverse because that's actually canon. And you can make it where he's like, it's going to lead to entropy. So his whole thing is he's trying to send Miles back to the Ultimate Universe.
Except the Ultimate Universe doesn't exist as we know it.
That's true. That's true. I mean, the Maker did kind of rebuild it.
Yeah, but I don't know.
But my point is that's where you can have like a scientific motivation for Dr. Curtis Connors being a villain. You can even have that with like Doc Ock.
Yeah, I don't think Doc Ock would work as a Miles villain. I can see Dr. Curtis Connors, which by the way I would do it is Dr. Connors is actually teaching at Miles' high school. Like he's like the only job I can get now is a science teacher.
Yeah, because I was a super villain for too long.
And by the way, and yes, I am ripping off Breaking Bad with this plot.
And
hey, Miles, do you want to cook?
And that surprises us. How you're always making obscure puns, but that's why we love you, brother.
Breaking Bad is a very popular show.
I know. But anyway.
Yeah. What other Spider-Man villains do you think we could import? Either
Sandman?
I guess Ant-Man is a hero.
Sandman.
See, the problem is that means we can't have Darth Vader make an appearance.
No, I was about to say you can make it where where Miles is like, Darth Vader was right, saying
Okay,
he's forcing
all right.
invading.
By the way, if there ever is like a Star Wars like Marvel crossover,
They could do it now.
They could do that anytime. Like let's say like basically like the Empire is invading. You know.
Do you know what they could do now, Nick?
No. What happens is Spider-Man's like, just throw the sand. Have the Sandman fight Darth Vader.
Mm-hmm. So Nick, you know what they could do? Because Marvel owns the IP, the comics license for both. Star Wars versus Aliens and Predators. Boba Fett fights a predator. Like a bantha.
Get to the spaceship!
He fights him on a bantha.
I am so glad we're not in your channel right now because you would have dropped that clip.
Yes, I would have. But yeah, but the potential is there. I mean, we got Predator versus Wolverine, which was dope as hell. By the way.
Okay.
But anyway,
so we've got like another like 10-20 minutes left, and I think we've got the Miles topic. Let's there's like honestly the Star Wars Marvel topic. It's just such a good idea. I want to go into that.
okay, we can do that.
How would that play out? Star Wars Marvel crossover.
So, would you want to be on Earth or in space?
On Earth, and basically through dimensional shenanigans, the
Or-
Empire.
You don't have to do dimensional shenanigans, Nick, because Star Wars is in a galaxy far, far away.
So you have the Empire opens up a wormhole to our Earth,
Mm-hmm. Yes,
and then the Emperor uses one of his things to do like a bubble around the solar system, because otherwise, Earth would just call it.
And then
So the cosmic side can't get involved.
in the battle, there has to be a scene where Rey teams up with Captain Marvel, like in that scene from Avengers Endgame, where all the women like rally up in one place.
Wait. No. Okay. If we're gonna do this, so what it is the Beyonder. He wants a true contest of champions.
Oh,
So he creates a duplicate Earth. Okay, but he plucks heroes from all time, space, and dimensions of both the Marvel and Star Wars universe. Okay,
that could be fun.
and the battlefield is a clone Earth. All right, so you
Mhm.
have Darth Vader, Kylo Ren, you have
Rey
Qui-Gon
Palpatine.
Jinn. Yes, and basically you have some of the heroes do switch sides, some of them don't.
Jabba the Hutt.
Okay, which Star Wars characters do you think would team up with a Marvel character? I think Boba Fett. I'm trying to think.
Star-Lord.
No, Boba Fett could stand him.
That would be funny though.
If this was DC, I would love a crossover between Boba Fett and Lobo.
Yes. You could even do
Boba Fett and Deadpool.
Yeah, I was about to say, and Deadpool, and Boba's constantly trying to kill him because he's so annoying.
It's like, you're no good to me dead. I can't die anyway, bruh!
So I'm no good to you anyway.
And we have a fight between so when Luke Skywalker meets Captain America, because of a misunderstanding, they actually have a fight.
And Darth Vader with a lightsaber cuts the shield in half.
Oh, by the way, so actually, here's the thing. Lightsabers, when it comes to super dense metal, which vibranium is, it's more of a repellent thing. Like, it actually takes time to cut it.
Or how about this? And I heard this on a Comic Pop episode once. Darth Vader cuts off Hulk's arm.
What is this, Marvel Phase 2?
Exactly. And then the Hulk will return in like a hoodie and some sweatpants.
And because of the whole time shenanigans, you have both Darth Vader and a Clone Wars era Anakin. And so
Yeah.
you have Anakin's at the X Mansion, and he says, "Wow, look at all these younglings running around."
Oh my gosh, he's like, I'm tempted.
Well, it's the Clone Wars era, so he's not there yet. But
Yeah,
just
exactly.
to him saying it
And he
is
goes,
enough to get
Hey,
people.
hey, Snips, I'm putting you in charge of these people. He puts Ahsoka in there just to get rid of her.
No. So Ahsoka does actually know. Ahsoka, you're joining the New Mutants.
She goes, the new what? And you can even have like the Guardians. No, Star-Lord teams up with Han Solo. He goes, "You look like the dude from Indiana Jones."
And for some reason, Deadpool gets a hold of 2 lightsabers.
Yeah, he's like, yes.
No, he steals them from Ahsoka.
Yeah, and he turns toward the camera and goes, "This is how you do a lightsaber fight, George Lucas."
Oh, and he's
No, he goes, "I'm about to duel the fates all over this."
So you got Deadpool fighting Darth Vader, and all of a sudden, Deadpool leaps onto a car and says, "It's over, Vader! I have the high ground!" And then
Darth Vader
pushes the car, says, "That worked last time."
No. Darth Vader jumps on a truck and goes, "Now I have the high ground." And Deadpool teleports on top of a building, and he goes, "No, I have the high ground."
Oh my!
They have a fight over who has the high ground.
Oh.
And he can have like all the sequel trilogy people team up with all of the replacement Avengers that can't sell their own books.
Oh, and then you have Palpatine, and it's like, he's like, unlimited power, but he shoots it at the Shocker. And he's like, no, he shoots it at Iron Man. He's like, ooh, man, thanks for the jump start.
Well, it would turn out like the Avengers movie where Thor blasted Iron Man with lightning, and he goes, "How about that? Boosh!"
No, and he's facing Thor, and he shoots at. It's like, you want unlimited power? I'll show you unlimited power.
You want me to bring the hammer down?
Oh,
would love that. That one would actually work really well. Who would you put Wolverine with?
By the way, Luke can wield Mjolnir.
Yes, I would say that. Ray can't, but Luke can.
No, and then Luke sets it down on the table, and Ray tries to pick it up. Be like, why can't I move it?
I guess you're not worthy.
Then
Deadpool can lean over and say, "Attention, Twitter! An elevator is more worthy of Mjolnir than Ray is."
And Darth Vader picks it up, and it's like, how can you pick it up? And then Obi-Wan says, he's more machine now than man.
Or no, wait, he puts
that because elevator isn't worthy.
Yeah, or you could put like the elevator. So put it in the elevator, it's going up, and Darth Vader's just watching it. And he's like, "Now the hammer has the high ground."
Oh my God. For love of God, Marvel, please do not let him write this crossover.
I'm gonna keep making high ground jokes the entire time. It's gonna be called Darth Vader versus the High Ground.
And all of a sudden, another portal opens up. Mara Jade jumps out. Ray says, "Who are you?" Mara says, "I'm you, but better."
But better. Yeah, exactly. I'm everything you should be, but aren't.
Yeah. Oh my God.
No, but I kind of wish we could do a Star Wars DC crossover. Because can you imagine Superman fighting Darth Vader?
Well, it would be really interesting with all the new DC lore. Because I really want a story where a Hulk gets a Red Lantern ring.
Yeah, that would be really cool. Bruce Banner of Earth, you have great rage in your heart.
Spider-Man is a Blue Lantern.
Okay, I can see that.
Daredevil
Captain America's a Blue Lantern.
Daredevil, if he could see, would be a Yellow Lantern because of fear.
That's ableist, Nick. I'm sure he could see. Green Lantern would be a green ring, obviously. You should have the Green Lanterns team up with the Guardians.
Hal would be sleeping with Gamora within 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, he'd be like, okay, time for my best Captain Kirk impression.
I could literally see Hal saying, "Well, Captain Kirk isn't the only one who likes the green-skinned ladies."
Oh, and what you could do is that Guy Gardner tries to hit on Gamora, so Gamora goes, "If you keep hitting on me, I'm going to turn you into Girl Gardner."
That's actually kind of a clever line. I'll give you that.
Yeah, there you go. I gotcha. See, I can write stuff.
I mean, I have edited your work, so I can confirm.
Yeah, so you could also have Darth Vader has a yellow lantern ring.
Yeah.
Sphere and all that.
The Emperor is Red Lantern.
I think the Emperor would actually be orange because he's greed.
Mine.
I will say, though, Darth Maul has to be red.
Oh, yes.
Darth Maul is definitely red. And then you can have, like... You could have, like, Amanda Waller try and take over the clone troopers, and she learns all the executive orders. So, like, in a moment, she tries execute orders 65. She says that instead of 6 because she didn't see Star Wars, and all the clone troopers turn on her.
Amanda Waller in the Marvel Universe would be interesting because she would definitely be a part of Shield, and she probably would be running it.
Now, here's the thing. What's the Star Wars Suicide Squad look like?
The Bad Batch.
Kind of, yeah, exactly. But if we're going off of bad guys in Star Wars, Boba Fett, obviously.
Yes. Dash Render.
Mm-hmm. Kyle Katarn.
No, he's too much of a good guy.
He could be the Rick Flag.
IG-88.
Mm-hmm. Basically, all the bounty hunters from Episode 5.
I would probably have Savagio Press.
Oh, there you go. That works. I like that one. Oh,
Mirren.
Asajj
Mirren.
Ventress.
No, Mirren from
Mirren?
Jedi Fallen Order.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you could do that.
Well, she's not really a bad person because, like, the thing is, the Suicide Squad. I like Star Wars Suicide Squad. I don't want too many Force users on it. I don't want to stag it too high.
Yeah, because otherwise, that's my problem with like a lot of Star Wars characters that relies too much on the Force.
And if we're, by the way, let's just open this up to like all time and space, any continuity. Canderous Ordo.
Oh hell yes, he's the Rick Flag.
Okay, all right.
You could have who else? You could have obviously Boba or Django.
Let's do Boba.
Yeah, he's but it's the Boba from Book of Boba Fett, and he's always in the back to tank when no one's looking, and he's always on a bantha. That's kind of his gimmick. He's Bantha Man. There you go. I just made a superhero name.
Stop.
Would Mando be on the Suicide Squad? I don't think so because he's kind of good.
I would probably say Bill Maher's character, maybe.
Yeah, you could do that. That would work. You could also have Grand Moff Tarkin.
No, he's too smart.
Yeah, exactly. He's the Lex Luthor of Star Wars.
What about that one guy from Rebels who's like the commander, then he turns coat?
Kalos? Yeah, you could do that.
No. Director Krennic. after Scarif, he basically gets put on the squad.
Yeah, he gets like plucked out of time. And
they stood on the precipice of my achievement, not theirs.
And then as like Amanda Waller is putting the bomb in his neck, actually the person implanting the bomb was a Star Wars fan. They go, "Be careful not to choke on your ambitions."
Dear God.
That's such a good scene. I love that.
By the way, Thrawn is the Amanda Waller of the scenario. Yeah,
he's putting together a Suicide Squad. Yeah, that works. I like that one. And yeah, that kind of works. I like that.
So what do you guys think? Where would you put Miles as part of the Spider-Man universe?
Or the Star Wars universe? You never know.
Yes. Miles is a Jedi now, just like everybody else.
Oh,
everyone becomes a Jedi before Finn. That is
one more. Larfleeze hangs out with the Jawas. Because he's the Green Lantern of greed, and he always wants stuff.
So make sure to give this a like, comment, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And remember, everybody, I can only show you the door. You're the ones to walk through.